Here we are in a snowy edition of the Earthship build. And it's Monday, December 5th, 2016. There's obviously snow on the ground. So we've had snow, or it snowed last night. And you can see it's just like a slight little covering. And we're kind of just transitioning here into wintertime out in Clarkston. And now we can pan over to the Earthship. We've got our loft up. We've actually begun moving our stuff in. And you can see outside we have our pile of wood that Bill Westbrook actually went around yesterday and cut down some trees for us. So thank you, Bill Westbrook, for the wood that will keep us warm for the next couple months. I mean, I don't know. We might use up all that wood, but panning over. Look at that. We've got all of our stuff. We've got some of our stuff in here. Sphinx in the back, checking things out. Look at that. The dogs are all tucked in, and Lazaron's sleeping right next to the Earthship's, or the stove. We're in the Earthship here. Panning over, Nika's fantastic tile job up the steps. And we went ahead and did cementing just kind of on the necessary parts. We were in a slight crunch here with the snow coming and everything. But we were able to get the loft up. We've got the loft all finished. We got some tiling done on the steps. We got tiling done on the bottom. And we got tiling done at least in the area so we can have our wood-burning stove. And you can see we got a nice little fire going. And the cat is just creeping around. And the dog's keeping comfy. We actually did do tile over here too. We kind of have some stuff covered up, but we did tile on the shelving. And for now, we're going to get a little bit of carpeting and just kind of lay some carpet on that part of the cement floor, just because that's still kind of the scratch coat. But it's still pretty strong in here, so it's not too much of a worry to scuff it up or anything like that. Hi, Sphinx. So walking up our beautiful steps, Nika did the nice layout, the nice design. They definitely still need washed, but that's okay. We're still kind of trekking back and forth in here and bringing some more of our stuff and whatnot. So, but here we are. Here's up in the loft. We've got our bed. We're moving some of our bookshelves and such up here. Box of cereal to munch on. And coming up farther, we got the TV set up on the table just for temporary. We're going to figure something out maybe here on the bond beam, perhaps. But we got our batteries there, and we got the charge controller and the inverter. So we have electricity and such all hooked up in here. You can see we have things partially foamed in, and yeah, we're only two people, so we can only span our attention in so many places and get so much done. The big thing was definitely getting some of the cementing done for our steps, and up here on the loft, you can't really see it, it's a little bit dark, but we laid our final coat of cement up here too. And yeah, we got our bed. We're sleeping in here. Got the little thermostat. We've been kind of opening the door back and forth, but it's 51.2 degrees in here. And it's a hell of a lot better than the 20 degrees that it is outside right now. So, yeah, we're definitely above freezing, and we're not freezing. We woke up this morning with the stove was obviously out. And even with a little bit of draft coming from the opening from where the panel cords come in, it still stayed, 40, 41 degrees in here at least the majority of the night. So better than the tent. The tent definitely changes with the temperature outside. So we definitely liked at least waking up this morning to 40 degrees as opposed to waking up the past month or so mornings with 20 degrees. So may not seem like much to some people because everyone's so comfy in their houses. You just flip a dial. We're out here. We have no electricity for heat or cooling. It's pretty much just our stove for heating and our pipe for air circulation and such, and opening our door, and the little bit of solar gain that we get. And you can see we don't have any lights on in here, and it's pretty freaking light. I mean, you can see everywhere in the Earthship. I mean, there's not really any dark spots, so eliminating electricity to light our home, one big thing. And we're definitely using minimal wood. You can see we got kind of one log in there. We're actually about to leave to head into town, so we're kind of letting this fire snuff itself out a little bit. But definitely don't use as much wood because we have a smaller space in here. And we still have our Mr. Buddy heater too that would easily warm this place up to over 100 degrees. But yep, here's the inside of the Earthship. A little span again with our loft. And you can see up above a little bit with our bed. We'll have the bookshelf in and stuff. I'll end up doing another update, I guess, with kind of all of our stuff more rearranged and maybe a little more settled in and such. But maybe with food in the background or something like that. But we did it. We're in. We stayed our first night last night. And although we're not completely 100% finished with the Earthship, there's obviously still some things we need to finish with. But we're in it. We're here to live. We've got our bed in. We've got food. We need to get some water. But we got our 2 dogs, help keep us warm. Oh yeah, I guess these we haven't introduced these pugs. So we have Susalon right here who just looked. Hello, Susalon. And Lazaron. He's kind of just like, I'm tired. But these are our 2 new additions. We've had them for about the last month out of a litter of 11. But yeah, these guys are going to be our guard dogs. And they're part Great Pyrenees and part Pit Bull. So they're going to be pretty big. They're only about 10 weeks old right now. And yeah, they're pretty big. So a lot of growing to do. And a lot of work for them to also do. There'll be some working dogs, so we're definitely being pretty adamant about their training and getting them off early. So, but yeah, here we are with an update. I know, David, you were bugging me about an update, so here you go. Hope this makes you happy. We're in the Earthship. We're living in it. We've got our loft. No experience in building anything really, and this is what 2 people built. So, did it before winter. Things took some time. We had to take some corners and cut down some thorn brush, metaphorically speaking. And yeah, this is what we've turned out now. Give you a little update with everything all moved and rearranged soon. But here we are. Here's an update of everything so far.